Namaste, welcome all. In our FDP, in the day 2, the first session handled by Mrs. Gayatri Dhara with the theme Role of ICT in Professional Development of the Teachers. Now, in the second session, we want to provide some additional information in continuing with that session. ICT usage in the teaching, some additional information we want to convey to all of you. This may be considered as an additional session with respect to previous one. Via mail, I already given the link sites.google.com/site/kgrlfdpETET. In the home page, you may identify the session details and everything, schedule. There is one subpage known as the e-library. In this subpage, we are continuously uploading the information, whatever we are using in these sessions. Day 1, session 1 slides, day 1, session 2 slides. Similarly, day 2, session 1 slides. Continuously they are going to upload here. So after the presentation, definitely you can identify the slides also in this place. So please use them as the reference. So especially here, so here I want to paste the links here in this page, and after the session immediately I want to update the same information in this e-library subpage. Am I clear? I want to use some web links to explain the information to you. Same links I will paste here, and at the end of the presentation I will update the same information in this e-library subpage. Then directly by downloading the corresponding PDF, you can copy the link and paste in the browser in your system, and comfortably you can enjoy the same information in your place. Okay, first I want to start with the what is the use of this particular site, Harvard Business Publishing Education. So here continuously they are enlightening members in the teaching community by conducting some webinars. I attended a few of them already. One good feature in this particular web page is even comfortably we can watch the recording of the completed webinars also. So right from March 18th onwards, they conducted several webinars, and completing recording are available in this subpage. How to move a case class online, how to bring simulations into the virtual classroom. Maybe from experts, you may listen and you may obtain some additional information. In this FDP, from us and resource persons, you are getting some information, but there is no limit to get the information. From several sources, we need to always search for, always search for getting information, new information always. So this website will be useful. Even they are supposed to conduct some other webinars in future also. So simply by clicking here, you may register for those webinars also. There is no registration fee. So that is the usage of this particular website. Next website is Cambridge University Press website. Here in this page they are explaining so many resources which are helping the teaching community during the school closure, maybe due to the COVID. By going into the subpages, there are several resources and several ways of implementing online teaching tools to give better clarity for the students. That is the main usage of this particular website. Now the third one, ictworks.org. In this particular page, 10 different solutions how to convey the information during the lockdown period. They explained about different links. By using them, you can understand how to implement teaching via online. Please remember, friends, to tell something is easy. This is the tool name, this is the particular website name, but after noting down all these points, you are supposed to do practice. Then only you will feel comfort, then you can implement in your teaching. There are so many possible tools. Easily you may also search in the Google, no problem. But here I want to convey some web links which may be offering the best advantage. I am also a teacher. So whenever I am feeling a comfort with a particular web page or a tool, the same information I want to convey here. By using those web links, definitely there is a chance to enhance your skill in ICT usage. Little bit demo I may give here, but after referring the complete information and you are supposed to do the practice later on. Please make a note of it. So next one, labstar.com. So it is one virtual lab platform. So similar to virtual labs, vlabs.com, that was explained by the Gayatri Dara in the previous session. This site also help to extend the same even in the areas like chemistry and biology and life sciences. Some animations, they are very good. Resources are available. So you may use the labshare.com to provide the virtual lab session for your students. The same video you can also play whenever you are opening this particular sub page. Okay, that's why I'm stopping in this stage. Okay, next. Next, the provider Wiley. These are very popular in the textbooks. These people are also extending their help for providing the virtual classroom support for educational organizations. The accessibility in the course design, course delivery, program management. By using all these links, you may develop your own idea whether your courses are available in this particular subpage, and you may identify whether you can use comfortably or not for providing the support in the case of virtual classroom. Next one is OLabs. So here there is a chance to use the components of physics, chemistry, biology, maths, English also. Some featured simulations are available. Amrita Vishwavidyalaya, mainly they are contributing some information. Even they are conducting workshops, they are offering the training. You can also send a request for the training also. This is a very good website to show the animations. This particular website will help you to show the demo of some experiments, especially related to biology and chemistry. Please go through this web page and comfortably you can understand what are the resources and tools which are especially used in these two areas, biology and chemistry. Next, by using this site, you can understand virtual labs and simulations for some of the courses in our process. This particular university, they are offering some information, the basic explanation and introduction, everything that is available in this particular subpage. additional information for VLabs. I'm showing the heading like, for additional information you may use this site. Suppose if you want to use the animation tools in your videos or in your explanation, then this particular website will offer the same service. They are explaining different animation tools. Some of them are free. So they given the list like Animwork, Go Animate for schools, Oki, Powtoon, Make It, Share It, Video, Mixik. So all these are the possible tools. They are very helpful in making the animations. So the complete story about the animation simply you may identify in this particular subpage, self-explanatory. Next one, if you want to create your own animated videos in your teaching, this particular website will be very useful. Free trial is there. First login with your Gmail ID. They will give you the 14 days free trial. Then try to understand how to prepare the animations and everything. So whenever if you want to make your own video, you may add the image, you may add your voice and everything here, and you may create your own clip by using the template, and you can observe the last scene. So continuously you can add your templates here, you can add animations also, and finally you can prepare your own video. So whenever you are login with your Gmail ID and if you are opting for the free trial, then automatically the window will be opened like this up to 14 days. For the duration of 14 days, you can access the basic features and comfortably you can prepare some of the videos. If it is very useful to you, then you may go for the premium version, no problem. Next, this is another website. They explained some 15 tools for animation. I already given one website 50 animation tools. If you want to know about more number of tools, then you may refer this particular website also. Additional tools for animation. This is a web link. These are explaining about different animation tools like FluxTime, Digital Films, Doing, Powtoon. additional tools for animation. I am showing like this. In this particular sub page, some basically like workshop, they explained everything comfortably for the mathematics subject. What are the possible tools, how to create the ICT lesson. Very good information is available. Even by using the basic tools also, comfortably how can we can manage teaching via online. What is the usage of the ICT tools in our teaching? That was explained very nicely in this particular web page. So next web link I want to explain to you is Adobe Spark. Even from your mobile also, you may operate this particular link comfortably. First of all, you need to sign in with your Gmail ID. Simply you can take a image and comfortably you can draw some additional doodle on it, or you may add text. By considering some series of images, you can prepare a video by adding your voice narration. After taking a video, even you can add background explanation. By taking a video, you can add text by selecting some of the frames in that video. By using this particular website, very easily you can prepare small videos which are used for sharing e-content to the students. Very easy operative mechanism that is providing by this particular website. Just by signing in with your Google ID, you can comfortably make everything. So after logging into the Adobe Spark by using your Gmail ID, you may identify all these. You may skip that tool. So you may prepare a slideshow, presentation, photo collage, everything depending on your requirement. Whenever you are creating some projects, they will appear here. Suppose if your friends they are preparing some animations, they may share with you also. You may create project. You may create a video also just by clicking on the video button. So here you can add your existing video or photo or text. Just by clicking here, you can add your voice also nicely. microphone symbol is there. Just by clicking the microphone symbol, you can say something also that will be recorded automatically. If you are adding a animation or something, by pressing the microphone symbol, you can add your narration. Then comfortably you can save the same video by using the download button. Or you can add a photo here and you can add the text. You can explain something here. You can download the image and you can copy the same image in your eNotes. Full screen option, split option, captions, title and text. There are wide variety of options are there. With different layouts, you can show wonderful theme for your eNotes. That is the main usage of the Adobe Spark.com. Okay. So type like TCS ION in the Google search. TCS ION Digital Learning. This particular website will come. Simply you can do login by using your Gmail ID also. There are wide variety of options for learner, instructor. There are so many free courses. The length is varying from 1 day to several days. You can suggest for your students also. They will finish the course like communication skills, how to prepare effective PowerPoint presentations. Like some 3 day or 4 day courses are also there. Even some courses they are having a registration fee is very less. So by using this particular website also, you can also improve your skill and you can suggest your students also to improve their skills. So next I want to tell, by using Zoom, what is the special advantage we are getting whenever we want to interact with our students. So generally whenever you are opening the Zoom website, simply you can log in with your Gmail ID. Then here there is a chance to ask like schedule a meeting. I am generating the meeting ID in this way. So this is the way of preparing or schedule a meeting. Generally we are joining in a meeting. This is the way to create a meeting ID by using Zoom. Here copy invitation option is there. By sending it to the receiver, they may join with you in the specific time slot. So I am clicking the button start this meeting. In this similar manner, Today in the afternoon session, we are going to arrange a Zoom session to interact with you. Basically, you are all supposed to tell the best teaching strategy followed with you. So this is the here only one participant is there. Who is that one? I am only because I am not sharing the meeting ID to anyone. So whenever the participants are appearing, their photo or video that will appear in this place. Suppose you are dealing a online class by using the Zoom in this way. So your students will appear here. Then you will say something. They will listen. In the Zoom, please observe here, share screen option is there. By pressing the share screen, there are several possibilities. Comfortably, you can show any PowerPoint presentation or any Word document or any folder by opening some particular file also. The chance is there to opening the particular file also from any folder. Even the total complete screen also you can share. Simply by using the YouTube, you can play some video also. Then your student, they may see the video from the remote place. Even here another special feature is there, whiteboard. So here I am sharing the whiteboard. Here whenever you are saying something, whenever you are dealing with a lesson, by selecting the text, you can type something. Whenever you are having a device known as the tablet pen, whenever you are having a device known as the tablet pen, by connecting it to your computer, whether it may be a desktop or laptop, they will give a stylus, a small slate they will give, that is known as a tablet pen. By using that stylus, you can write something on that slate tablet pen, then automatically same thing will appear in this space. Suppose if you are using your mobile, if stylus option is there with your mobile, comfortably by using your mobile you may create Zoom ID, and you may act like the host by using your mobile. By using the stylus, you can write something on the mobile screen, same will be appearing here to your students. So very easily by using the Zoom platform, you can explain everything to your students. You can draw the diagrams, you can draw the equations, you can note down something key points. Eraser option is there, highlighter option is there, undo redo option is there, clear option is there. Even you can save. Suppose you are drawing something here, you are note down some points here. You can save immediately as some image, and after the particular session you may share the same image with your students also. So at the end of the session, you may click here, stop sharing. Then again you will see their faces and you can say something with them. So by using the Zoom platform, in the Google Meet also share screen option is there. But by using the Zoom, by using whiteboard, comfortably we can explain something extra than remaining platforms. So I want to share this particular website. In this website, actually, just now I finished my demo how to use the whiteboard by using the Zoom platform. Same demonstration how to share the screen, how to start a new meeting, how to join, a step by step format that is available in this particular website. Share whiteboard. A pencil icon will be there. You can write something. You can use it as the drawing tool. Whenever you are having a stylus, comfortably you can note down some points. Even with the finger also we can manage sometimes. You can write something like this and easily you can explain information to your students. So if you want to get information comfortably in your place, refer this particular web link. Zoom whiteboard sharing process. I explained everything by using a demo. Same thing is also available in this web link. You can use comfortably for better understanding sake. So like this, there are so many tools which may help us to deliver the things via online. So here I gave some sample idea. I have given some sample web links for your convenience. But please remember, this is the only supplement session. I gave references. I explained some points briefly. But by using those links, you are supposed to do practice. Then only comfortably you can use the things. Even I will add some other web links here. They may useful to you to prepare your own website, to prepare your own Google form, and some other web links also I will add here and I will upload in the e-library subpage after this session immediately. So by using all these tools comfortably, you can enjoy the features of ICT tools in your teaching. Thank you.